Hello. So I decided to start recording my play sessions. I'm still on tour now, and my I sort of was doing all right. I've been playing a whole bunch of different styles and just trying out a whole bunch of new things. But I'm currently on a bit of a downswing, and I thought it'd be a really good idea to just record the way that I'm playing so that you guys can see because I never don't tell anyone, but I never actually I never did the masterclass. I couldn't afford it. I have been using the Discord chat, and it's been super helpful going through the hand histories for the cash games. I've learned a ton just from going through there, and so thank you guys so much already for improving my game. Yeah, so I'd be really interested to see what spots you guys think that I could be doing better in, and just like all the weird crazy stuff that I'm experimenting with at the moment or have done in the past. I'm not sure. Like I kind of feel like I've forgotten how to play a little bit. Like in this phase, I was like, oh yeah, I got this shit and it's super easy because of sort of the strategy I was doing. And then I realized that I'm not really learning exploitative play. Like this was sort of this area where I was just sort of like, I'm just gonna play super tight and just bet big when I have something and play a ton of hands. So I just like loaded up, four to eight tables and was just playing a ton of hands at once. But anyway, that's enough of the backstory. Let's see how we go. And I might skip through some of the, like if I'm just going to be folding and stuff like that so that you guys can just get straight to the action. I will post right here, right now. These are my ranges so that you guys can see what ranges I'm playing. Super tight at the moment, but it was definitely recommended for me to play that way. Okay, so this first hand, we're just going to check it back. We've got pretty good equity here, I think. It's very unlikely that he's hit anything on this board. And same with the five coming, we're still in the lead a lot. I kind of want him to fold though because we don't have enough, so I'm going to be at 10. Like, we don't actually have anything just yet. Okay, cool. So I still don't think he's got anything. Could have two overcards, could have pairs. So I'm going to bet big and rep that we actually have the straight because I mean we've got the 7. And we kind of wanted to fold out. What do we want to fold out here? Actually, we could probably bet 11 to get him to fold out everything. Except if he's got like a pocket pair that's higher. I think he folds out all his overcards with just the 11. And it kind of looks like a value bet. He's making it. Oh, it's taking a while though. It kind of feels like we're ripping just like an 8 or a 5 here. And so I think he's thinking about calling with like higher cards. But he re-raises. Interesting. I mean, we could re-raise here as well. I don't think he's ripping anything. This is where it gets dangerous because if we shove, it looks super weak. I kind of want to go really big, but we're taking like a long time to do this. I also think I should just give him credit, like he's a fish. This is a tough one because he's only min raising, but he could be thinking we're bluffing. I think he's got an overpair, and I don't think I'm going to get him to fold because I have to rep a 6-7. Yeah, I'm just going to fold. That was a really tough first one. I was not mentally prepared for that that hand just hitting on the recording. I think he reps over pairs or like an ace high or Broadway with diamonds or something like that. But yeah, that's an interesting spot. I would Love to see what you guys think about that. Alright, so here we've got... He's going to miss this board a lot of the time. But I think he's calling with most of his pairs. So we're just going to bet once half pot to rep our own, like... our own Broadway pair. But when he shoves, we have to fold. We don't have any stats on this guy. 9 jacks kind of meh. I think we can call this. We don't have that many hands on this guy, but he seems like he plays kind of tight. I'm just going to call it anyway. And we've got a gut shot, straight and flush draw. Oh wait, sorry, we've got a straight draw and a gut shot flush draw. Does this mean, I think this means we can re-raise it. We could have the ace jack. Oh my gosh. What the fuck? I mean, I can't call that. So. So he's got some kings and a lot of pocket pairs that he's going with. Maybe some suited connectors. I'm just going to raise it. C-bet half to get him to fold out anything that he missed, I guess. It's less likely that he's got a flush draw since we have the spade as well. I kind of feel like I'm bleeding off chips a lot. And it's hard for me to know the spots that I am doing that. Like I find that sometimes I'm winning a lot, sometimes I'm losing a lot, and it's very hard for me to tell like why. But I'm guessing that's what happens over time. You sort of figure that out. Okay, so we can rep having a king here, I think, just by betting a little bit over half. And when he calls here, he doesn't really say much. He could basically have anything. I think we can double barrel and bet a bit higher and get rid of any sixes if he called with a six. Okay, well basically he's only got a king. Like spots like this, I'm not sure if I'm just if it's, I don't know. It seems to happen a lot where I'm like, you cannot have a king, but yeah, it just feels like it happens a lot. Maybe I'm just playing it wrong on 2-0. I don't know. Like maybe that on that first bet, I should just be giving up instead of trying to get them to fold off with the second barrel. Or maybe I should be second barreling much bigger. But I think like 70-80% is pretty good. I'm really not sure though. I think we have the odds to call here just with the flush draw. Let's have a look. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so we can kind of bet a little bit here. I think we kind of want to be a little bit big. But we're probably going to get aces to come along with this. So we're going to have to barrel again on the river if anyone hangs out. I think we can call here. I think we kind of have to as well. Or we just shove here. We beat an ace. Oh man. We got the straight draw, got the flush draw. We beat the ace. I think I'm gonna do it. I think he's got an ace. Yeah. I don't know who sets on this guy. He's queen. Like, this guy's... I think I even have to fold this. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I'm just going to call it, because I don't know what his ranges are. And if we had an ace... Alright, so both of the range... So this guy's range is kept to being, like, Broadway. So if we bet big, we can fold him off that. And big blinds generally got quite trash. And he doesn't fold. So that means he's got, what, like a Broadway pocket pair? I don't know if I'm ever going to get him to fold off of that. Unless he's got the spade draw. Huh. I'm just going to check it. Okay, well he makes a spade draw anyway. I'm just going to fold. I think I could have barreled on the king, but I don't know what I'm actually getting to fold there. I'd have to be quite big, and because he's most likely got an ace high flush draw, I think he'd just shove. Yeah, I think he'd just shove in that spot with like an ace high flush draw, which I couldn't really call. He could also just have a... I'm not sure. Could have a set, could have pocket pair. But I think because we don't have any spades, it's like kind of, and there's no like high spade on the board, it's kind of more likely that he's got the spade as well. Alright, I made this the last hand because there's like more than enough to analyze in those hands alone. Alright, so we have the heart, we've got 2 overcards, so if he beats here we can call. And I kind of like betting here. Still got 2 overcards, still got the heart drawer. Can call like a small re-raise, I think. What's he calling you with? Could be calling with overcards as well. I'm just going to bet small. Might think we have got a value hand. And just fold overcards. Hit the 8. Okay. Whoa, let's go. But yeah, that's it. Unless... No. Okay, cool. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you thought. Again, like, I didn't take the masterclass. I've been learning slowly from everyone. I've only played like 100 hours or so on tour now so far. So I'm sort of fine with being in the experimental phase. Obviously having that big of a downswing after this big of an upswing was kind of like a bit demoralizing, but I feel like I do understand parts of the way to and now think, but I'm not getting the full picture just yet. But yeah, keen to hear what you guys think. So thanks so much for watching. Catch you guys.